सबसे पहले first of all I want to wish everyone a very happy Holi, and I'm sure it's going to bring a lot of prosperity to your family and everyone at home. The issue which is very relevant today is a report which says that the central government is mulling with the idea of, is thinking about Bihar. But I, as a spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and also being a Bihari, have a strong exception to the word which is used called Bihar as a backward state. I would like to categorically state that 10 crore Biharis are not backward. Yes, we agree, and that is what we have said, that Bihar is a deprived state. And that is exactly why the BJP and the JDU, led by the Chief Minister of Bihar, has demanded a special status. So it's very important that whether it's the Planning Commission or the Government of India or anyone mulling with the idea and stating that a backward status or a backward state is unacceptable to us. It's a deprived state, and a special status should be awarded to it. But having said that, now the union government, which is in a critical phase, the UPA government, which has lost the numbers, is possibly playing the Bihar card for survival. Is this action an indication for survival? Bihar deserves better, and we still stick to the demand of the state government for the 68,000 crore package which Bihar had demanded, the Chief Minister and the government had demanded. And the report submitted by the Planning Commission and the Finance Ministry to the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Manmohan Singh, on Bihar, to give a special package is still pending with the Prime Minister yet. Out of the 5 criteria for backward states or special category states, the hilly state is one, scheduled tribes and scheduled caste domination, and border. And other 2 criteria is lack of financial resources and economic backwardness. The Bharatiya Janata Party has very specifically asked that the Bihar should be considered in lack of financial resources and the economic and the social backwardness. One more aspect which I would like to clear is, while the JDU is demanding a special status for Bihar, which of course deserves it, the BJP on the whole has been asking for the way the central government has been discriminating against the BJP-ruled states, including Bihar, has been our demand. So the statement by the central government that it will be a dole for the survival of the for the central government is shameful. Bihar deserves it, and Bihar deserves it sooner the better. Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav has been making a lot of sentences and a lot of statements. Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav has lost his credibility in Uttar Pradesh. And it seems he is using his position to support the central government. Not much credence can be given to his statements. But the BJP would still want to know what is the deal with the Congress government. What is the cost of that deal? And has the CBI unleashed another attack on Mr. Mulayam Singh? All these questions are still looming large. And his statement about a third front again is in contradiction to his earlier statements. His statements are full of frustration, and no one is ready to believe whether Mulayam Singh is at all prepared to abandon the UPA government. His credibility is over, as the credibility of the UPA government is over. A senior functionary of the Congress party has spilled the beans and has admitted that the UPA government for last 8 years has been governed by 2 power centers. The Congress has always been denying this and has always been claiming that the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Manmohan Singh, is not defunct. BJP has been asserting from day one that this Congress government at the center is being run not by one person but by 2 persons. One power center has been Janpath, Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, the chairperson of the UPA, and unfortunately the so-called another power center is 7 Racecourse, the Prime Minister who is supposed to be the chief executive. The contradiction has been revealed by none else than a senior general secretary of the Congress party. The Bharatiya Janata Party would reassert that this is a dangerous trend, and the largest democracy in the world, India, is obviously had the worst administration ever in last 8 years. And the obvious reasons why the UPA government is crumbling today. On China, China is constructing 2 nuclear power stations in Pakistan. China's engagement with Pakistan is laced with suspicion. Today, China is claiming that it's not violating the NSG norms. It's still claiming that the IAEA, the regulatory agency, will monitor the projects in China. But the fact remains that Pakistan is a failed state. And any engagement of China with Pakistan, which of course is also a terror state, will disturb the peace and stability of the region. The Bharatiya Janata Party would like to know, why is Congress and the UPA government so silent on such strategic issues, which is threatening the safety and security of India in particular, and also the safety and security of the region in general. Delhi has again been rocked by a major crime today. Looks like Delhi state and the central government has completely failed. The morning incident when a former BSP candidate has been killed is highly deplorable. The union capital has become a capital of terror and lawlessness. The Bharatiya Janata Party condemns it in no 2 words. मित्रों, होली के शुभ अवसर पर आप सब लोगों को बधाई और विशेष तौर से इस विश्वास के साथ कि ये होली का अवसर आप सब लोग के लिए, आपके परिवार के लिए, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की तरफ से हम सब आपको होली के त्यौहार पर और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष की तरफ से आप सब लोग को होली के शुभ अवसर पर हम बधाई देना चाहेंगे।